I was through with my youth service, and all through my youth service time I prayed so much for God to give me direction for what to do next. And God did not speak to me about me. He spoke to me about the mission field. It was on the 20th day of October 2002. The Lord opened my eyes and showed me, told me that the place of your primary assignment in ministry is Benue State. By that which shall walk through your life, many young people will be raised to see me as I am. That was where he spoke to me and said, raise a remnant for me in this generation. And he gave me 8 characteristics that typify the remnant. That's when I discovered that the remnant factor is not a quantitative factor, it's a qualitative factor. Those were the things he kept bombarding me with when I was in youth service. I prayed so much to know what next. God didn't tell me about what next until my 12 months were accomplished. And after my 12 months, I declared 21 days of fasting, that I will not taste of food nor drink until the Lord has come to show me where to put my steps. Who told you you are so wise that you can just slip your head around and choose a wife? Alas, kill and eat. Hallelujah. 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 That strong, my friend. God did not factor into humanity the function of direction. It's not factored into humanity, not factored into your humanity. Your brain might be dazzling. You may have earned yourself a first-class degree in your discipline, but it doesn't lend you the powers of direction to know where to set your feet. If you ever get that function, and if you ever get it right, it must be by the revelation of Jesus. I bound myself with a fast for 21 days, not to eat nor drink until I had the Lord's word about the next step of my life. Something unusual happened. Normally I get to fast, like I don't like fasting for 3 days, because experience has taught me that if I fast long range, short range fast, I get nothing. I go for 20 days, I go for 45 days. That's the way I do it. Hallelujah. So when I heard somebody say, sorry, let me not discourage you, because you are not like me. Some people say they went for 3 days dry fasting and God spoke. When I do that, he doesn't speak to me. So I know that I'm meant for the long range. So I set my heart to go and go and go. But God broke the protocol that day. He spoke to me the first day of my fast. He said, arise, go to Kano and wait for me there. Hey. Then there was riot in Kano. Everybody was running away from Kano. But he said, arise, go to Kano. I knew nobody will allow me go there, because I just lost my dad that time, and my mom was just learning the ropes on the paths of widowhood, and I happened to be her last son, and she was now the authority of the house. And with the kind of emotion she has, she will not allow the son go to Kano, because she was seeing death in that mission. But I went up to her and I said, the Lord said I'll have to go back to Canada. As usual, my expectations were manifested in her response. And I said, well, if God spoke to me, He will convince you. And I went about my business. A few days later, she could not sleep again. No sleep in the night. I said, all right, go so that I can sleep. I said, you have so much sleep now. And I moved. Went back. And I kept praying for months. After many months, that was when He said, go and wait for me, it was actually 2 years and 4 months. You know, He takes His time. He gets Himself set. And just in case you become tired and you leave your duty post, the place He says you should wait. You have mortgaged 15 years of your life. It's better to wait for 2 years, 4 months, than to take off like a tornado, pretending that you have the function of direction factored into your humanity. Your way will be the way of the wilderness. And if at all your bones are found, if they see your carcass, your remains, because the possibility of finding it doesn't exist. When you see the valley of dry bones, is littered with the bones of men that were not ready to wait for God. People that took off before He showed up. He told them to wait, but before He came, they took off like a tornado. So it's difficult to find their bones. Whose bones are these? Just in case yours are found, they will be very dry. He said, wait for me. And it took 2 years, 4 months. For you to get a tool from God that can stand the gate of hell, friends, if it costs you waiting, wait. Because any man without the revelation of Jesus is like a student without a badge. Those days in St. Gabriel's, all right, you can walk barefooted, but don't go without a badge. You know, an all-boys school, the Lord give you understanding. If you don't have any badge, you have no identity. You can either be termed a government college student or St. Gabriel student, because our uniform was the same. The only difference was what? Badge. Ask your neighbor, who do you say he is?